Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Baruch Athletics on YouTube. Alongside Joe Stolzer, I'm Mike Higgins, bringing you live inside the Arc Arena for some D3 hoops as the Baruch College Bearcats kick off 2026. And Joe, it'll be no easy task today because the Bearcats are welcoming the defending national champions into town today, the Trinity College Bantams.
Well, Mike, saw some great basketball on the women's side to open things up, right? So we got a lot of good energy here on the Baruch campus. It's a new year. And, Mike, you know what? Baruch, throughout the years, has shown a lot of grit. And under Coach Fareed, I'm not going to say this is a win for Trinity. I think Baruch is going to be up for the game. And remember, good things happen here at the vertical campus for Baruch teams. So I look for a lot of good play from Jack Gordon, could score on all levels. Coppin won a game recently at the buzzer with his athleticism. Peter DeVries can knock down threes. He's a knockdown shooter. You have a lot of Adebayo could score with anybody. So there's a lot of weapons for Coach Fareed. But once again, you need solid distribution of the ball. And you got to create turnovers because this team looks like they want to walk out of here with an easy win. So how does Baruch make hard? Don't turn the ball over. And just play to your strength. You got a lot of guys that can score and create, but you're going to have to hang your hat on defense, Mike.
Baruch last played at the Al Cenovitis Holiday Tournament at DeSales University, where they defeated the host DeSales on, you mentioned, the last-second putback layup by Trey Coppin, and they fell to McDaniel the following day in the championship game. Trinity, on the other hand, they have won 25 consecutive games dating back to last season. A perfect 10-0 to start this year, so it'll be anything but smooth sailing for Tama Fareed's team.
Well, the thing is that Coach this is his first year, but he's very accustomed to the Baruch way. Played here, was an assistant coach. There is a tradition, especially Coach Alisi set the bar in terms of recruiting, winning, having an excellent program. So I'm going to expect just a good game. And, you know, a lot of pride is on the line, right? You know, you played school. You want to beat the best.
Opening tip-off just moments away. We'll send it over to Marty Collins, the PA announcer, for the starting lineups. You're watching Baruch Athletics on YouTube.
A 6'5" senior forward from Kenilworth, Illinois, number 3, Henry Henry. A 6'2" sophomore guard from Westwood, Massachusetts, number 11, Taylor Davis. A 6'3" senior guard from West Haven, Connecticut, number 13, Drew Lazar. A 6'5" senior forward from Durham, Massachusetts, number 22, Terrell O'Connor. And a 6'6" senior forward from
We are back getting set for opening tip between the Baruch College Bearcats and the Trinity College Bantams. We mentioned earlier Trey Compton with his late game heroics against DeSales. He's out there. He's the reigning CUNYAC Player of the Week. He's out there to start along with Jack Gordon, Lay Adebayo, Peter DeVries, and Cole Bailey.
So this has got to be like a championship game for Baruch. This has got to be the one that matters, even though every game should matter. But, you know, this is pride in sports and in life, Mike. You want to beat the best. And so let's see where Baruch is at right off the tip.
And here we go. Tristan Davis wins the opening tip against Adebayo, and we're underway. Baruch and Trinity. Ball is in the hands of David Ailes. He swings it out to Henry Vetter.
Well, it looks like Trinity's got a traditional point guard.
Ailes will try a three, and Trinity, just like that, on the board first.
Well, he was wide open, Mike.
Jack Gordon takes the feed, finds Bailey. Adebayo defended by Jarrell Okorogo. DeVries defended by Drew Lazar. Here's Gordon driving in on Davis, trying to find his way to the hoop. Can't finish, rebounded by Davis.
Well, Gordon could score on all levels, Mike. He's got to finish.
Driving in is Lazar. Knocked away, and it's going to be a turnover.
Now, remember, Bailey is an energy player. Kind of does a little of everything.
Bailey getting the start tonight. It's usually Luke Reese in that spot. Bailey getting a little more size to this Baruch lineup as Coppin drives in on Davis. Double teamed, nearly turned it over. He stays with it though. Baruch will reset with 10 to shoot. Adebayo driving in on Okorogo, can't finish, and Davis comes away with it.
You got to get DeVries some touches. He's the knockdown shooter if there's a bottle up in the paint.
Henry Vetter, the All-American from last season. He's number 3. He's got it now. He drives in and finishes.
Well, that's too easy. Baruch has got to go for the ball, create some turnovers.
Both Vetter and Jarrell Okorogo with over 1,000 points in their careers. Adebayo defended by Okorogo. He's double teamed, and they're going to call a foul here.
Jack Gordon had his feet set. DeVries had his feet set. Got to get him the ball. Good chance they're going to make those shots from the perimeter.
The foul was on Okorogo. That's the first of the game. Baruch will inbound under the basket. DeVries gets it in to Bailey. They'll reset. Coppin will try a three. He got it. Trey Coppin.
Well, Coppin's been on top of his game lately. If he starts making perimeter shots, he could be unstoppable.
We mentioned he's the reigning CUNYAC Player of the Week. David Ailes, who started the scoring. He's defended by Coppin. Lazar. High post, Okorogo. Can't finish. And it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Bantams.
Well, that was good defense by the Bearcats. Now, right now, 5-3 early on. If you didn't know better, you think these two teams are on the same level, Mike.
Trinity, the best defensive team in the country in terms of points per game, as Adebayo, back-to-back threes for the Bearcats, and they lead.
He's mostly a drive player, trying to get to the basket, so if he starts knocking down shots.
You love to have a big guy that can shoot. Okorogo driving on DeVries, hits the side of the backboard, and
Good
Bailey
D.
corrals it. But he turns it right back over, and Okorogo makes no mistake.
How about that? That was a great defensive stop by Baruch. You're going to have to play your best defensive game of the year today if you're Baruch.
And Adebayo nearly turned it over. He stays with it. And a whistle. 30-second timeout.
David, many years ago, Villanova shocked the world by beating Georgetown and Patrick Ewing because they nearly played a perfect game. What Coach Fareed is going to ask of his team is to play nearly a perfect game. But what is a perfect game? We have to define that in a lot of areas. 40 minutes of not turning the ball over, making plays, getting to the foul line, which is going to be huge. Make Trinity go to their bench, see what they got.
Trinity does have a deep bench. They can roll about 10 or 11 deep. They also lead the nation as they have the highest assist turnover ratio in all of Division III.
Well, like I said, that famous night, Villanova upsetting Georgetown, it could happen.
DeVries defended by Lazar. Bailey. Coppin spinning on Davis. Goes up. Can't finish. And it's last touched by Okorogo out of bounds.
Coppin's athleticism could give Trinity a problem, Mike.
He has the ability to impose his will down low. Only 6'3". He's being guarded by some big guys down there.
Now, you got to go with your perimeter guys if you're Baruch. If it's bottled up underneath, you got to kick.
Trinity's definitely got some size down low. They've got Okorogo at 6'6" and Davis at 6'7".
Well, unless I have an opening, Mike, I'm going to go with my perimeter if I'm Baruch. Jack Gordon can knock shots down. DeVry can knock shots down. Abayo's proven that. Coppin. I'm going to have to go with that kind of attack.
It's been working so far. They're 2 of 2 from 3, and that's been all the scoring for the Bearcats up to this point. Just under 4 minutes in. And the officials are getting to the table reviewing something. They're reviewing timing. And we'll see what happens here. The officials getting it together one last time. And they're saying to put 2 seconds back on the shot clock. I definitely thought the ball hit the rim, but...
Well, 2 seconds could be an eternity, Mike.
So Gordon will inbound. They'll have to get a quick shot off.
It's got to be a catch and shoot.
Gets it into DeVries, puts it up. No good, rebounded by Okorogo.
Peter's got to be a big part of this offense.
Davis can't finish the reverse layup. Ailes comes away with it. And Davis fouled on his way to the basket.
Now, Baruch has got to cut off any type of inside game that Trinity wants to establish. That's going to take positioning and just active hands and feet.
Tristan Davis, the Long Island native, at the free throw line. 59% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. The foul, by the way, was on Bailey. First of the game for the Bearcats.
You know, Dave, Mike, you're out there as a ball player. You play in so many pickup games and AAU games. This is just another game. It comes down to pride. Just play ball.
Davis goes 2 for 2 from the line. Trinity leads 9-6. Bearcats swinging it around the perimeter. DeVries guarded by Lazar. On the shoulder, it's Coppin. Defended by Davis.
It's got to be a perimeter shot.
Coppin driving, 7 to shoot. Jack Gordon nails a 3, and we're tied.
That's going to be the recipe for good things to happen today. Ball movement, set your feet. Get it done from the perimeter.
Gordon's got double-digit points in his last 5 games, averaging 14 a game. Lazar will try a 3, no good. Rebounded by Okorogo. Henry Vetter for 3, no good. Another offensive rebound. Vetter will try again, no good. Grabbed by Lazar, and he lays it in, and that's just textbook rebounding.
Mike, but all the loose balls going to Trinity. You can't do anything about that. That's a timeout now. Peter got hit in the eye. Needs a little attention.
Baruch's going to go to the bench here. They'll bring in Daniel Hare.
Daniel Hare from Toronto. I don't even want to know what the degrees is in Toronto, but it's probably a heat wave from here in New York.
Nick Lamb getting ready to check in as well. And an offensive foul called on Gordon.
Well, Coach Fareed inserting what could amount to point guards in Hare and Lamb. They can assume that role.
The freshman Hare guarding Lazar. Back up top, Ailes driving in, finds Vetter down low, into the corner, Okorogo. A long 2, won't go, rebounded by Hare.
You can see why Trinity's great, because they really move the ball.
Adebayo goes up, and he's fouled.
Well, he likes that drive, but I think we see the recipe here is the perimeter game that hopefully Baruch can establish.
And that's already 2 fouls on Jarrell Okorogo, the leading scorer for Trinity. So Adebayo finds himself at the free throw line. No good on the first.
Well, like you said, Trinity has got a deep bench, so I don't know if that's going to play into the game.
Trinity brings in Samuel Norris, the sophomore from Atherton, California.
Well, wonder how he's dealing with the weather here on the East Coast.
Coppin comes out. Mono Idir checks in.
Well, Mono is a screen setter, could shoot the 3, smart player.
Lazar up top, Vetter makes a move on Lamb. Ailes will try a 3, and he's 2 for 2 from deep.
Well, this team, you can't give them easy shots, man. You got to defend.
David Ailes, well, Trinity returned 4 out of 5 starters from last year's national championship team. Ailes is the only one that wasn't a starter last season.
Well, it's 14-10. We're not even at the midway mark of the first half. It's anybody's game now.
And Trinity is going to make a full 5 substitution. Jack Gordon thought about the shot, kicks it out. Hare driving in. Lamb, pull-up jumper is good.
Lamb's a very confident player. Makes plays when he's in the game.
The sophomore quickly getting on the score sheet off the bench. Jared Berry just into the game, defended by Hare. Into the corner, a 3 won't go from Paul Jordan, and a foul going up. And Trinity will head to the free throw line.
Well, as long as Baruch keeps their hands and feet moving, staying in front of their player, they're going to be okay. Don't let Trinity get easy offensive opportunities. That's what they're thinking, they're going to get.
As Bengali Berete hits the first of 2 free throws.
I'm going to keep mentioning throughout the day, you got to play this game like it's in the schoolyard. It's about pride.
All 5 starters off the court right now for Trinity. That just shows the depth that they have. As Baruch goes 2 for 2, and James Cosgrove will call a timeout.
Well, they could have 30 guys, Mike, but it really is going to come down what Baruch answers with offensively and defensively. Right now, 16-12. It's right there. 13:03 left in the first half. And we want to mention at halftime a very important part of the Baruch basketball family tradition. Nick McNichol, great friend of our dear friend, great coach, Ray Rankus, may rest in peace. He's here in the arena. Hope to get a couple of minutes with him at halftime, talking about the upcoming alumni game, which is he's certainly part of and means so much to the Baruch family.
So Baruch trailing by 4. Pass was deflected away by Norris.
Where's the shooters?
Toppin threw it into traffic, but Baruch able to stay with it. Gordon defended by Baruch.
Mike, Gordon has got to score. Gordon has got to get it done. He can score on all levels. He's hesitating.
They called him for a travel. I thought he kept his pivot foot. He comes to the bench for Peter DeVries.
He should have shot the shot. He's got a good length that he could get the shot up.
Berry with the ball, kicks it out. Attacking is Baruch, and he lays it in.
You got to watch him. It's an athletic play that can put it on the floor.
The sophomore from Hartsdale, New York. Lamb defended by Berry. Hare's got it on the wing.
DeVries and Gordon have to really assert themselves. Shoot the ball.
DeVries passed up the shot there. Now Lamb will take it, and he's swatted by Baruch, and he's going to come up short on the dunk. And they're going to call a foul here. Missed opportunity there for Trinity to go up by 8.
Well, I thought he was going to reverse dunk that. Then he went for a traditional dunk and missed it.
Baruch at 6'5" can definitely throw those down. And they've called the foul on Paul Ippolito.
Right now, Baruch can't let the get away. This has got the makings of a big, oh, well, you know, we showed up. No, you got to do more than show up.
Got to take advantage of the missed opportunities, and there's another turnover. Baruch will try again, drives in on Adebayo, and again can't finish.
Christmas is over, Mike. Too many presents.
DeVries will take the 3, and he drills it.
Well, I've been saying that all year. You got a classic knockdown shooter. He's got to do what he can do.
You were saying it all game during the women's game with Lola Ideer. They didn't get her enough touches in overtime. And now Peter DeVries finally taking the shot, and he makes no mistake.
It could be a difference maker, Mike. Okay? You know, I'm a big fan of the scoring potential of Jack Gordon. I think he's got the length. He's got the ability. He's got to score. He's got to score on all levels.
That's their 2 best threats from 3. DeVries and Gordon shooting 39% and 38% respectively.
Well, that's the formula, especially in this game. Every game is different, but in this game, you got a heck of an athleticism from Trinity. You got size, you got length. You're not going to have a lot of opportunities in certain areas, but you know what? If DeVries sets his feet, he's got unlimited shooting range. Gordon could score from anywhere.
Yeah.
Now, we don't really emphasize it enough, but Lamb can knock shots down, so can Hare. Coppin can make a 3. Mano in the game can make a 3.
A lot of three-point threats on this Trinity team. They've got 4 guys shooting over 40% from 3 this season.
Well, Baruch is going to have to really get there in terms of position, contest shots.
Good.
You know, Mike, you do contest drills in practice. This is, really to show what you practice.
Good defense there by Lamb to get a deflection.
Don't let him set his feet.
Norris kicks it out. Jordan will try a 3. Shot clock expires. They get an offensive rebound. Jordan drives in and finishes.
That's a present, Mike. That's a loose ball that should have been gathered up by Baruch.
Paul Jordan, the Division I transfer from Pepperdine in California. Coppin with a nice putback layup.
Pepperdine known for the great Paul Westfall.
In beautiful Malibu, California.
Is that a big volleyball school, Mike?
Oh, sure is. NCAA tournament every year.
Yep.
Especially on the men's side. They get Adebayo for a foul, his first.
Well, 2017, Baruch has to really make their mark defensively, get the confidence out of Trinity's head.
Just about halfway through the first half, that's Norris. He lays it in, and it's a 5-point game.
Norris with an acrobatic left-handed shot. Hard to defend that.
Another big guy on this Trinity squad at 6'7".
Now, where's the shooters? Too much dribbling.
And we're going to get a timeout from Tamer Fareed. As Coppin was feeling the pressure down low.
Coppin can't dribble. He's got to get rid of the ball. Baruch has got to really show great clinic ball movement.
It's been pretty tightly contested early on against the Trinity team that wins by an average of 34 points through the first 10 games of the season. That's by far and away the highest scoring margin in Division III.
Well, having said that, Mike, you and I, again, we played in our share of park games and all. You in volleyball. This is a game that's going to come down to pride. Who wants it more? And you're going to say, hey, big guy, I'm going to take it to you.
Trinity's been playing some clean ball thus far. No turnovers yet. DeVries trying to get it in. He does. Hare's got it up top. Lamb with 10 to shoot.
No dribble. You got to move the ball.
5 to shoot here. Adebayo well short on the 3. And it lands out of bounds.
Now, excuse me, Peter didn't get a touch on that possession. Gordon's in the game. Gordon and DeVries have to get touches to initiate the possession.
Ippolito brings it up the floor. Double teamed. Pass down low, and Norris able to finish again.
Well, how does that ball get that low if your hands and feet are moving?
Sam Norris, real good off the bench thus far. He's already got 6. Tied with Ailes for the team lead.
They can't let this 7-point get larger.
DeVries spinning on Jordan.
Now, Gordon, you got to make up your mind to score.
6 to shoot. Coppin out to DeVries. Pulls up a 3, in and out.
Well, he's got such a quick release. You want him to have the ball, hopefully earlier in the shot clock.
And they call a foul on Bailey. That's his second. So here's Ippolito bringing it up the floor. 7-point lead for the Bantams. Ippolito finds Jordan for 3. No good. Bailey went down hard.
Wow, that's been a constant today. People going down hard.
Good move by Adebayo. Goes up, can't finish, but he's fouled.
Now, that's a strength of Baruch. Once he puts his mind to it, he gets to the basket, but he's got to finish.
The foul was on Bengali Barate, his first, and Adebayo will shoot 2. You got to wonder if there's any revenge on his mind in this game, being that he played at NYU last season, who lost in the national championship to this Trinity team.
Well, talk about Clash of the Titans.
And James Cosgrove putting all 5 starters back in. Adebayo goes 1 of 2 from the line.
But if you're Coach Farid, you want more games like this in your non-conference because you learn so much from a game like this. Can only make you better in conference play.
Okorogo just back into the game. Can't finish.
Well, big possession offensively now.
DeVries for Bailey. Bailey drives, finds Coppin, and he's swatted. Tristan Davis.
Well, that was the Kembe Mutombo light.
Wow.
I heard that on 3rd Avenue, that block, Mike.
That was a loud one. They get it into Gordon, 15 to shoot. Gordon guarded by Ailes.
Got to get it back.
Adebayo posting up on Okorogo. Nice move. And he avoids the Davis swat that time.
But that was a big-time move, right? Did everything, got it, right-handed hook.
Drew Lazar back out to Henry Vetter. Lazar will try a 3, and he drains it.
Well, you got to contest. You just made a great play. Now you give up a 3, and you got a bigger hill to climb.
Drew Lazar, nothing but net on that one. It's back to a 7-point lead for Trinity. Gordon out to Adebayo. Takes 3, no good. And Lazar comes away with the rebound.
Once again, Peter not getting a touch. These are rhythm shooters, Mike. You got to get them going.
And they call Coppin for a foul. That's his second.
This is a really pivotal part of the game. Trinity up 7.
Vetter will try a 3. That's good. And that's what he does best, Henry Vetter.
Well, you've given him a 10-point lead. And it's really that you're letting guys shoot uncontested threes.
Henry Vetter, of course, had that game-winning 3 in the national championship to take the lead. And here's a takeaway by Lazar. He can't finish. Rebound, Okorogo, and he finishes. Timeout, Baruch.
Well, what do you do in the huddle now if you're Coach Farid? Have the players take a deep breath, understand you're home, and you're expected to falter. But you know what? If you're an athlete, you got pride. No valley is too big that you can't climb out of it. So all the metaphors and cliches are being floated around now. But 12 points, Baruch is going to have to find a way. Might get it below 10 at the half.
That would certainly be ideal. 6:31 to go in the first half. Plenty of time to do just that. But Trinity's got the momentum right now.
Well, Trinity's just kind of just hanging around, do what they do. Now, Baruch has got to counter that by getting Trinity uncomfortable. And they're just playing ball.
Trinity certainly hasn't been uncomfortable much this season. Again, a perfect 10-0, national champions last year. They haven't lost since January of last year.
Well, here's a New York point. When John Starks played for the Knicks, he was a rhythm shooter. You had to go with him. Even if he went 0 for 10, he was going to get hot. This is a case now Coach Fareed's got to go with the hot hands. Try and get them to be hot.
Right now, that hot hand is Lay Adebayo. He leads all players with 7. Trey Coppin with 5. And Baruch will try to cut into this deficit here. It's an 8-0 run for Trinity over the last minute and a half or so.
Gordon's got to be all CUNY in this game.
Ideer back into the game. Gordon at the top of the key, driving on Ailes, and he turns it over. Good effort there by Lazar.
Well, there was a lot of traffic, which Gordon ran into. Again, need that ball distribution to free people.
Vetter driving in, nearly lost it. Good effort there by Bailey. For 3, Lazar, no good. Rebounded by Ideer.
Well, Better, frees himself up with his handle.
Adebayo working on Okorogo. Nearly lost it.
But listen, he's got to give the ball up.
Well, he certainly did, but it was to the wrong team. And here's Vetter out to Ailes. No good that time. Rebound, Davis. And he lays it in. It's a 14-point lead for the Bantams.
Well, Trinity's just playing, Mike. They're just doing what's available for them.
Ideer with Davis on him. Has it knocked away, it was out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bearcats. Hare and Coppin check back in for Baruch. Baruch will inbound in front of the Trinity bench.
Coach Fareed urging Baruch get off the dribble, move the ball, and you got guys that can knock shots down, and you're going to need that to get back in this game.
This is a 10-0 run for Trinity. Baruch looking to snap out of it here. Hare guarded by Lazar. Nearly turned it over. That was last touched by Baruch. It'll be Trinity ball.
Well, this is a key point if you're a coach. Psychology is setting in. You're starting to doubt yourself. Can't do that. Got to rise above the situation. Embrace the struggle.
Lazar in the corner, guarded by Hare. He steps back and takes 3. No good. Rebound down low. Okorogo can't finish, and Gordon comes away with the rebound.
Now, you can't get it back all in one possession. Need a score here.
Hare working on Lazar. Coppin with the big man Davis on him. Kicks it out. Hare. Ideer for 3. No good. Rebounded by Vetter.
Well, he can make that shot.
Lazar reverses it to Ailes. Vetter guarded by Gordon. Runs into traffic, finds Okorogo. Vetter, open 3 in the corner, no good. Rebound Coppin.
Well, Baruch hasn't scored in a while. They need a basket to break this funk that they're in.
And it's going to go back to the Bantams.
If I'm Hare, I call for the ball, and I assume the role of point guard.
Nick Lamb getting ready to check back in. Baruch scoreless over the last 4 minutes now. Davis on the wing. Lazar working on Hare. Throws it down low. Davis.
Well, too easy. Once you get that position, hard to stop unless you have a traditional rim protector. Give it back.
Ideer working on Vetter. Coppin defended by Davis. Gordon on the wing with Vetter on him. DeVries in the corner, back up top. Gordon will try a three. That one just short.
Well, that was a deep shot.
Okorogo driving in on Gordon, can't finish. Idea with the rebound. Baruch has a chance to have numbers the other way. They'll slow it down, and it's taken away. Ailes moves in and finishes.
Well, it's another turnover. The only way Baruch gets out of this deficit is with the guy with the ball now or Jack Gordon.
This is now a 14-point run for Trinity. Pass down low. It's a turnover. And now the other 5 will be brought in for Trinity. Bantams sure looked a lot better with the starters on the floor. They all get a rest with 2:05 to go in the first half.
Well, the Trinity 5 were effective at executing what they wanted to do.
They bring in Berry, Ippolito, Jordan, Norris, and Berate. Ippolito up top. Jared Berry can't finish. Baruch's got numbers the other way. Here's Lamb. He's fouled on his way up. It was a late call.
That could have been one of the better plays of the game. Baruch running. Great pass from here. Great catch from Lamb.
So Lamb will go to the free throw line. Neither team has shot a lot of free throws in this game. As Lamb hits the first. The foul was on Paul Ippolito, his second.
Mike, Lamb is a traditional Baruch player. Comes off the bench. Jack Reese, years past. People that come off the bench give a spark to the attack. Hare and Lamb could be that.
We haven't seen Luke Reese yet today. I wonder if he's not available. Berry working on Lamb. Floater off the back of the rim. Lamb comes away with it.
Now, you can't get the lead back in one possession, but Baruch is on their way.
Hare will try a three. That's in and out. Rebounded by Ippolito.
Well, almost the second good offensive possession.
Ippolito threw it away, but they call a foul on Hare.
Sometimes I wonder if these refs need to get their eyes checked because I just don't see a lot of the phantom calls, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the foul was. It just looked like an errant pass to me as Ippolito hits the front end of the 1-and-1.
I mean, give Trinity more positives to work with by an errant call.
Ippolito hits both. 18-point lead for the Bantams with just over a minute to play in the first half.
Baruch's got to try and get this lead down going into halftime.
Adebayo working on Berate. 15 to shoot. Under a minute to play in the first half. 10 to shoot. Adebayo calls for the screen, but right there is Norris. Pass down low is turned over into the hands of Berry.
Mike, I don't know how you're going to have good offense if somebody's just dribbling and then turns it over.
And Trinity takes advantage as Berry makes it a 20-point game. 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bailey. And what do we got here? Looks like another turnover. Up the floor comes Berry with 10 seconds to go in the half. Berry working on Lamb. Spin move off the side of the backboard, and he's fouled. Foul is on Lamb. That's the 8th team foul of the first half, and now Jared Berry will shoot 2.
Well, the offensive confusion, really the story of the first half for Baruch. And Trinity just played, Mike.
Berry looking to make it a 22-point lead here. The offense for Baruch just disappearing in the final 10 minutes of this first half. And they won't get a shot off. So Trinity will go into halftime with a 21-point lead, 43-22. And they have been as advertised.
Well, if you're Baruch, you want to take away things from this game that are going to help you moving forward. I think you have the players, but your players have to really do a little bit more than usual today, given the circumstances. And Trinity, Mike, is just playing. 25-game winning streak, undefeated, all of that. Now, second half, a chance for a whole new game, 0-0 in the second half. Can Baruch mount an attack and let some of their players really rise to the occasion when they're needed? So a lot of things having to do with the future coming up in the second half.
So Trinity finishing the second half on a 23-5 run over the last 10 minutes. And all 10 players that have been in the game for Trinity have found the basket.
Well, the thing also, Mike, is that Baruch simply had no offense to put out there. And I keep, talking about Jack Gordon and DeVry, just capable of players who in a street game would be going off. And I don't know what's keeping them from hesitating, but you guys got to go right in a game like this. Coach Fareed is not going to fault them for just doing what they do. They can score. We know they can score. But, what are you saving it for?
Just 3 points apiece between the two best shooters for Baruch, DeVries and Gordon. A 3-pointer apiece.
Yeah, Adebayo's been standing at the top, putting on a dribbling exhibition, which doesn't result in anything. So, what is the recipe? Ball movement and just shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. And defensively, yeah, Trinity's got weapons, but you just got to take your defense to another level in a game like this.
And Trinity has played as clean of a game as you can have. They do not have a turnover so far in the game. Baruch, though, with 13.
Right.
It's pretty lopsided.
Well, again, Baruch is playing with a lot of frustration and a lot of confusion. And but again, it's a long season, and you have to really adjust and adapt on the moment. And Coach Alisi, built a model program here, found ways, Mike, with various players from the Nicholsons. We can go on and on with the great players that have come through here. And he didn't win championships by just showing up. He got it done. And so now Coach Fareed is certainly capable, but he's just got to find the buttons to push at this point.
Absolutely. And Trinity's got a great coach of their own, James Cosgrove, in his 16th season. He's closing in on 500 career wins. And his team has been fantastic thus far, as they have been all season. They've been winning the offensive rebounding game. They've got 10 offensive rebounds. That results in a lot of second chance points, and it's showing on the score sheet right now.
Yeah, they looked the part got length, they have size, they have ability at each position. But again, Mike, I keep alluding, there was that one game years ago when Georgetown came in, pounding their chest, and Villanova took it to them, came away with the chip.
Anything can happen. As of right now, it's a 21-point lead for the reigning national champion Trinity College Bantams. We'll step aside. Second half action coming up shortly. You're watching Baruch Athletics on YouTube.
We have a tremendous guest here at halftime, Nick McNichol, who long history of being part of the Baruch basketball family and Baruch in general, was a standout player at Lehman, teammate of Coach Ray Rankus, our beloved friend, may rest in peace. Nick, welcome, Happy New Year. And
Happy New Year, Joe.
next week we have the illustrious alumni game, which Coach Fareed has vowed to bring back to making it like with Battle of Lexington, something you mark on your calendar. What do you want to say about that day, that event?
Well, Baruch does have the tradition that you spoke of, Joe, and Ray Rankus was instrumental in building relationships with his players. And at the banquet every year, his seniors would have an opportunity to talk to whoever came to the men's basketball banquet. And Ray said, you can talk as long as you want, as long as you speak from the heart.
Sure.
And there was some great speeches.
Well, he had
over the
some
years.
heart
Yes.
that we all are better for.
Yeah, and today Mike Dietz is here, George Kunkel is here, and there's a couple of other former players that played for Ray and played with Tamara that are here in the stands, and they'll probably be here next week also. They look like they're still in shape, so they'll be able to run up and down
Well,
the court.
we need people like Carl May going. I'm going to leave out people, but it's a big day, and moving forward, it's all about where you come from. What's your thoughts of this first half? I know the average fan would say it's over, but it's what you probably want to take away from the game today.
Well, just as a spectator, the Trinity plays very good defense. Very, very good defense. They're very quick, well coached, and they actually didn't even play probably up to their potential.
Right.
Offensively, they made
until
some
they
mistakes.
went on that run.
Well, they missed a few layups.
It was a close game.
The fact that they're up 21 points anyway speaks to their standing. They rank very, very highly in the country, as we both know.
Well, we have the luxury of the broadcaster talking. I think Baruch is going to be better because when you play a high-level opponent, you get better on the spot. And it's really a pickup game. And you want to have pride, and you're playing in another neighborhood. And, let's face it, these guys are ball players. There's a lot of pride on the line.
Sure.
And I know they're going to get better. There's no loser in a game like this, especially Coach Fareed, such an intelligent stand-up guy, great for the game. And he's going to take away from this game. Next game is right on the, right there. You can't have time to wallow in.
Right.
So pity. But
can I give a shout-out to two great Baruch fans that
absolutely
are across the way? Alex and his friend Carmelo are sitting right directly across from us, and they come to every Baruch home game, and they've been doing that for, I think, 15 to 20 years.
Well, they go to away games, too.
Do they? Yeah, yeah.
And Alex went to see Mia Castillo in Puerto Rico,
Okay,
where she's continuing her career.
right.
And I don't think there's a weather, tsunami, a hurricane, that they're not traveling by car,
Right.
by Uber. So we are lucky to know them. And Alex is a dear friend.
Yes, yeah.
But you're at York
Yes, yeah, I
currently.
teach at York. Yes, I do, yes.
Right.
But Tamara brought me in to work with the team, something that Ray had started years ago. I do a conditioning session with the team. And
Well, I was present. And that
yeah,
was,
you were there for
well, that was a
this year.
clinic.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know the guys are better for it. And we want to see you
Yeah.
more here at Baruch.
Well, it was my pleasure.
Because the thing is, you can't lead unless you learn how to follow. And you're always going to be a guy that loves the game, how to play it. And Coach Fareed needs people around him to make his mark
Sure,
in the coaching ranks.
It's my pleasure to work with the team.
It was great.
They had great enthusiasm. I gave them a quote at the beginning of the session. The will to win is important, but the will to prepare is vital. And then I said, I'm going to ask one of you guys to repeat the quote when we're done. And
I was there.
3 minutes before we were finished, some of the players were already using that quote.
Well, you got to stay healthy and keep doing what you do.
I'll try,
we
Joe.
love you, and more importantly, we're good because we've had you on our train.
That's
And
very
the
kind of you.
train of life, people come on, stay on. But as far as Baruch, the people that stayed on, that's what we call loyalty. We owe it to Coach Rankus, people like yourself. And I know you're a Lehman guy, but
Yes.
in your heart, you have the
Well,
kind of
I'd like to see Lehman and Baruch
right.
in the finals this year, although I have a soft spot for York, too, because
Right.
York is being coached by one of Ray Rankis' players,
I
Carl
hope-
Domingo.
Now I
He's
coach
the head coach at York.
I coach the alumni team, and
Okay.
he's brought me many a victories.
There you go. There
so
you go. Yeah.
I need him.
He's
I
in
hope
good
York.
shape.
I hope York doesn't have a game that day, because I need him as
Domingo
well.
is in very good shape, so you'll be happy to coach him again this year.
Yeah.
Joe,
but,
thanks a lot. I have to go.
but listen,
Thanks for
Happy
inviting
New
me.
Year,
All right.
and you're always welcome.
Thanks, Joe.
Come back and just bring your magic,
Keep up the
because
good work.
there's no losers out there today, especially Baruch.
Keep
Thank
up the
you.
Good work. Take care.
All right.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, it's Baruch and it's Trinity. Trinity with a commanding 21-point lead over the Bearcats through 20 minutes. And Baruch is hoping to turn things around in the back end of this game.
Well, Coach Fareed probably said at halftime, there's a lot of ways you can look at it. It's 43-22, but what can we take away, Mike, to help us moving forward? And I think we're going to have that answer in the second half of good ball movement, good shot selection, protect the ball, and just take some, momentum away from Trinity. You're giving them everything and more in terms of motivation and feel good about themselves. Have a couple of runs where you get them riled.
We mentioned 0 turnovers for the Bantams in that first half. They have really played a clean game thus far as second half action is underway here from Manhattan.
Well, you're making their visit to New York City too good.
They visited New York City earlier this season when they faced Yeshiva. Coppin working on Davis down low. Nearly lost it, stays with it. Coppin will try a 3. In and out, rebounded by Tristan Davis.
Yeshiva had their own streak years ago, Mike.
Henry Vetter will try a 3. That one doesn't fall. Coppin comes away with it. And Gordon stepped out of bounds.
Mike, didn't Yeshiva have a 35-game winning streak?
Was this recently?
A couple years back, yeah. They had a couple of guys in the G League. And
definitely had a couple of good Skyline championship teams. And there's the first turnover of the game for Trinity. Bearcats looking to take advantage here. It's Gordon. DeVries will try a 3. No good.
Well, that's the kind of shot Baruch needs.
David Ailes. Wide open for 3 is Vetter. And he makes no mistake. That's the last guy you want to leave wide open.
Well, Baruch has got to answer and really come out fighting.
A fast break for Ailes, and he's able to lay it in with the left hand.
Baruch has got to dress this game like it's 0-0. Put aside the ill feelings of the first half.
And Coach Fareed ready to make a full lineup change. 5 subs ready to check in on the next stoppage of play. DeVries for 3, no good. Rebound Vetter. Trinity's got numbers the other way. Davis can't finish. Good pressure by Coppin. And then it's put in by Okorogo.
This is a decision of, what does Coach Fareed say when he just let kind of Trinity have full reign to the basket. I think he's sending a message to the 5 starters to say, you guys are better than this, and you really need to rethink that we're a good team.
If my lip reading ability is as good as I think it is, I think I heard him say, I got nothing to say to you guys. And he's addressing the 5 guys coming into the game now. We're going to see Brandon Sun check in for the first time.
Well, you got to have a short memory, Mike. I keep calling you David. David is our usual partner. Happy New Year to you, if you're listening. When do you decide you have to become a teacher as a coach? And I think Coach Fareed now has to get into the mental part of coaching. He loves his players, but you don't want to say words that hurt. You want to say, I'm disappointed in today. You have to be real careful. And before you know it, they'll come out maybe the next game and blow a team out.
So a 7-0 run to start the second half for Trinity. Baruch makes a full lineup change. They bring in Brandon Sun as well as Musa Kone for the first time.
Well, Trinity's staying with kind of their guys.
And they're going to get an offensive foul here. They call it on Okorogo. That's his third.
Trinity playing at full strength. And immediately the second five for Baruch get a turnover.
And James Cosgrove will call a timeout with Trinity doubling up the Bearcats and then some, 50-22.
Yeah, well, we know what Trinity brings to the table. But Baruch Nation, understand that, you know,
and we've just gotten word from the officials that Coach Cosgrove is challenging the offensive foul call. And the officials are going to get together at the scorer's table and take a look.
well, you're up this big. Why would you contest that?
Looks like they've come to a decision. We'll just wait for them to disband. It was called an offensive foul on Okorogo. And we've just gotten word that the challenge was unsuccessful. So the foul stands as called. It's the third personal foul for Jarrell Okorogo. And it'll be Baruch ball.
Well, this is a big time for the Baruch program. Coach Farid has chosen to go to his second five. They're going to get some valuable playing time against a formidable opponent.
Musa Kone, not a guy we usually see out there. Let's see if he can take advantage of his opportunity here. Kone, the graduate student. Kone guarded by Okorogo. Now Hare working on Lazar. His shot blocked. And Trinity comes away with it. It's Lazar and now Vetter. Try to go behind the back, but he turns it over. And now here comes Brandon Sun. Sun has it stripped away by Davis. Ailes for Davis, and he lays it in. And it's a 30-point lead for the Bantams.
Well, it's interesting that Trinity continues to have their main guys in.
Brandon Sun, the transfer from Queensboro, he turns it over, and now here's Okorogo, and he finishes, and this is starting to get out of reach fast.
Well, this is what they call my garbage time.
Kone will try a three. That one well off the mark. Not sure if it was deflected. And looks like it was deflected, so it'll stay with the Bearcats.
Well, Coach Farid wants to see some positive plays by his team to talk about in practice.
Toppin working down low. He loses it. Now here's Vetter. Lazar for Vetter. Hits a three. Henry Vetter, the All-American, has started to find he's starting to find his jump shot. Sun goes up. Can't finish. Coppin the rebound. And he lost it. Trinity the other way. Ailes working on Lamb. 35-point lead for the Bantams. That's a nice steal. Ahead it goes, and Coppin will throw it down.
Well, that was a great athletic play by Sun, making that pass.
Defense to offense. First points of the second half for the Bearcats, and now James Cosgrove will call timeout.
Well, the final 15 minutes, firstly, we don't want anybody to get hurt. Secondly, Coach Fareed wants to see how the Bearcats handle this adversity of turning negatives into positives. We have no time for negatives. CUNY is around the corner.
And DeVries is at the free throw line. There must have been a technical foul called. So DeVries hits both. Looking at the live stats, they didn't call it on a certain player, so it was probably on the coach. So Vetter will inbound in front of the Trinity bench. David Ailes working on Hare. Good hands there from Coppin. Lazar leaves it for Okorogo. Okorogo working on Gordon. Pass down low, and Davis hammers it down.
Well, that was too easy.
Trinity just imposing their will right now. Lamb throws it up, no good. Rebound Okorogo, and they're going to get Coppin for a foul. Third foul on Coppin.
Well, Coach Fareed just wants his team to compete. I know that sounds simple, but I'm telling you, you got to have a short memory because the next game keeps coming faster and faster in the season.
Okorogo from the free throw line hits it. And it's a 35-point lead for the Bantams.
And you know what, Mike? Trinity's just playing. It's not like they took a potion to make them Supermen. They're just playing ball.
They certainly have been as advertised. As there's a block by Lazar, and he comes away with it. Davis for Ailes. And he can't be stopped from three. David Ailes with a team-high 15.
Mike, it's going to take a perfect game from a team to beat Trinity. We get it.
And Trinity will go to the bench. They'll bring in their second five. Adebayo returns for the Bearcats. Baruch just 4 points in this second half thus far, being outscored 21-4.
Well, Trinity's just playing. You know, they're not doing it. It's not a defensive clinic.
And another three from the Bantams. Jared Berry makes it 67-26, and this is really getting out of hand fast.
Well, I think it started when Baruch didn't have a fluidity on offense, and that created the problem.
Gordon's three, no good. Rebounded by Norris. And they call it a jump ball. Oh, no, they call it a foul. They get Berry for the foul. Hare gets it into Adebayo. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Norris. And here comes Trinity. Taken away by Coppin. Baruch with numbers the other way. Adebayo lost it. It's a turnover.
Well, the thing about it is start to do things that you want to do to kind of make things work. I still would look for my shooters if I'm Baruch. I still don't want to hold the ball.
Here's Paul Jordan for three, and everybody's just knocking down shots for the Bantams now.
Well, they're just doing what they do at this point, Mike.
Jordan, the transfer from Pepperdine, getting on the score sheet. Adebayo dribbling through traffic, laid up, no good. Coppin can't finish, and now a foul.
Now, what Coppin just did with his play is going to be a difference maker in CUNY. He's relentless.
So Trey Coppin at the line. The foul was on Sam Norris, his first. No good on the first free throw.
Number 11, Cole Bailey, replacing number 5, Daniel Head in the Bearcats lineup.
Bailey back in for Baruch. Coppin looking to go 1 of 2. And does.
In the final 11 minutes, Coach Fareed just wants to see Baruch make plays. Take your eye off the scoreboard.
Ippolito, nice pass, and Berete is fouled on his way up.
Berete, very athletic.
Fourth foul on Coppin.
Bengali Berete hits the first free throw. Baruch will bring Brandon Sun back in. The foul was on Coppin. That's his 4th. We'll see if that'll be it for him today.
Well, Coppin, just the ultimate competitor. But in a game like this, you're going to go to like different modes of attack. And it really was about perimeter effectiveness that Baruch was not able to establish.
It'll stay with the Bearcats under the basket here after the missed 3 from Sun, who just checked back in.
Sun can make plays for Baruch.
DeVries working on Berry. Gordon driving on Jordan. He gets double teamed. Back up top for Adebayo. 5 to shoot. He drives and he's stuffed by Norris.
There was no positivity. He was driving into the heart of the defense.
As Jordan finishes the alley-oop. Ippolito getting his hands in, getting a deflection. Sun working on Ippolito. Bailey out for Sun. And not touched by a Bantam. It goes back with Trinity.
Well, on a very positive note, again, we remind Baruch Nation about Alumni Day coming up next Saturday. Such a big part of Baruch athletics tradition. We're hoping people come out. And it's a very festive occasion every year. Battle of Lexington, a must-see event. Baruch versus Hunter.
Gordon working on Jordan, picks up his dribble, finds Bailey, but he couldn't corral the pass. It's another turnover.
Well, again, Gordon spent a lot of time dribbling, and ending up in a turnover.
Quiet night for Jack Gordon, just 3 points, the early three-pointer in the first half. Pump fake by Jordan, kicks it out. Ippolito a three, no good. Berry corralled the rebound, went crashing into the wall. Hopefully he's okay. Seems to be the case.
Yeah, Mike Gordon is one of the lead guys for Baruch. If he goes, they can go.
Trinity inbounding under the basket. Norris, defended by Bailey, finds Berry, and he's fouled. I believe it was on the floor.
You notice, Mike, that Trinity's playing at a different speed.
They sure are.
Which Baruch hasn't able to match.
They get it in. Norris in and out. Adebayo kicks it out. Hare working on Berry. Gordon at the top of the key. Gets the screen from Adebayo, kicks it out to Bailey. Sun throws it up, no good. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Bearcats.
Number 11, David Hales. Number 3, Henry Bevan. Number 13.
Trinity will bring their starting five back in.
Well, Mike, what's this about? I think the damage has been done.
They're flirting with 50 ball here, but they elect to keep the starters in, and there's Bailey on a nice feed from Hare.
Well, Bailey is an energy player, and that was an energy basket.
Lazar working on Bailey. Ailes thought about the three. Makes a move. Okorogo. Defended by Bailey. Pull-up jumper. Got it to fall. Jarrell Okorogo, the leading scorer for the Bantams. He's got 10. A three ball from Adebayo, no good. Hare comes away with the rebound. Sun floater, no good. Okorogo the rebound. Okorogo working on Sun, gets around him and draws a foul. Just over 7.5 to go in this non-conference matchup from Manhattan. Ailes can't finish the alley-oop. And he gets fouled on his way up.
Well, once again, not sure about the call.
So Ailes, the leading scorer today for the Bantams. He'll try to add to it here. Hits the first. Ailes, the sophomore from Westwood, Massachusetts, makes it a 50-point game.
So, Mike, when was the last time Trinity actually suffered a loss?
It would be January of last year.
Wow.
Nearly a full calendar year. Coppin will try a three. No good. Rebound. And they call an offensive foul.
Well, maybe this ref is from Connecticut.
Baruch, who can't buy a basket right now, gets robbed of one there. The Three no good from Marley Stewart, who just checked in. Henry Vetter doesn't hit. Vetter gets it back, goes up, no good. And it's a jump ball. It'll stay with Trinity. So Trinity's last loss was January 25th of last year against Wesleyan, who was ranked number 4 in the country at the time. Same conference, by the way.
Wow.
And that jumper is good from Okorogo. They got a stacked conference. Hare with 9 to shoot. Gets it into Bailey, to the corner. A 3 from Gordon off the mark, and it's a shot clock violation. Vetter finds Davis, he'll lay it in.
Well, that was a play based on familiarity. Vetter knew where his teammate was going to be at a corner of his eye.
Lamb finds Gordon down low, and he finishes.
Well, that's what we need from Gordon. And that's okay.
37 timeout.
Timeout called by Trinity. Jack Gordon finally able to get back on the score sheet. It's been a rough night for him.
Yeah, but psychologically, next game is here. Baruch is going to have to get it together mentally and physically. And CUNY represents something that's very near and dear to them. They've had dominance in CUNY. And like Trinity has that dominance in their conference, Baruch has got to stand tall again.
So it's an 83-31 lead for Trinity. They've got the ball here. Couple of freshmen checking in for Trinity. This is Kobe Closale with the ball, number 5. They also bring in Patrick Mahoney, number 12. And the jumper is good from Marley Stewart, who recently checked in.
Well, everybody on the bench capable for Trinity.
Layup no good from Kone, but he's fouled, so he'll go to the line.
You don't get 25 games in a row with just your first 5. You're going to need some supporting cast.
Trinity has just that. First free throw, no good from Kone.
You know, sometimes, Mike, it's a cliche. You need a game that rocks you a little bit to really get you to wake up and play to your potential. We want to say this might be that game with regard to the matchup. But I have really confidence in Coach Fareed. I have confidence in his players. The talent is there. They just have to figure out how to use it to their advantage.
Another freshman now at the free throw line. This is Jaden Holmes, 6'7" freshman from Mechanicsville, Virginia, and he hits both free throws.
Want to give a shout out to a buddy of mine, Joe, out in New Jersey. I believe he's listening in on the broadcast. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for tuning in. Some of the Baruch alumni that listen to the broadcast regularly, thank you for tuning in. Family and friends of the players, thank you for tuning in. And again, best is yet to come.
And how about Denzel Reynoso coming off the bench, hitting a 3. First time we're seeing him today. Baruch also brings in Tully Campbell, the transfer from Drew.
Yeah, Tully Campbell, I believe, is a Long Island guy.
Bayport Blue Point High School. Very close to St. Joe's, who played against the women's team today.
Yeah, he's got a bounce to his Steph, Campbell does.
And Holmes is fouled on his way to the basket, trying to throw it down.
Musa Kone is first. 2 shots for number 14, Jaden Holmes.
Mike, in a little while, the reigning CUNY champion, Baruch Bearcats baseball team, will start to assemble to defend their championship. Some really good players showed some promise in fall baseball under Coach Jose Torres.
And with the new year upon us, all the spring sports will start beginning practice. And there's a foul and a finish. Kobe Closale, the freshman, with a really impressive drive to the basket.
Isn't it interesting how many people are named Kobe, whichever way you spell it? We had a LeBron in the first game.
We did have Isabella LeBron.
We have a Kobe
for St. Joe's.
We have a Kobe here.
And this is, he spells it just like the Mamba. Well, you mentioned spring sports starting to begin practice. Baseball, softball, men's tennis, men's volleyball starting the season in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Looking to defend their title for the 6th time in a row.
The women's softball at Baruch also getting ready to start things up, highlighted by trips down south.
Closale just short on the 3. Here's a 3 from Stewart. That's no good. Pulled down by Holmes. Closale up top. Patrick Mahoney, no good. Rebound Holmes. It'll stay with Trinity. And the freshman looking good out there for
Michael,
James Cosgrove.
I would have left if you said his name was Patrick Mahomes. I would have left the facility.
Do I look like Chris Collinsworth to you?
No, but when you were going to say it, Patrick I thought Mahomes was coming.
Tully Campbell will try a 3. That's no good. Pulled down by Mahoney. Mahoney, the freshman from Mendham, New Jersey. That 3 no good from Nathan Freisteller. Driving in is Kone, and he finishes and draws a foul.
Well, took a lot of strength. Reminds you of Conan the Barbarian.
Musa Kone with a nice finish.
Well, Coach Fareed going to his bench. Every second these guys can get on the court, they only get better for it.
Coach Farid also bringing in Ron Kalashi, the freshman. Campbell for Reynoso, guarded by Freisteller. That's knocked away. Freisteller has room the other way. He'll lay it short, and the rebound no good. Put back also no good. And Hare comes away with it. And he stepped out of bounds.
Mike, I think Price Teller is a law firm downtown.
Bryce Teller just transferred in this season, 6'9", Division I transfer from Rutgers.
Wow, the Scarlet Knights, who even though they didn't have a great one-loss record last year, had 2 number 1 picks in the NBA draft.
That's right, Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey.
Well, Harper's dad, really good NBA player.
Dylan Harper looking real good for the Spurs.
Yeah, Julian Champagny set a Spurs record with 11 threes the other night.
St. John's guy.
Yeah. Really found a home with his brother in the NBA. His brother Justin with the Wizards.
And he played at Pittsburgh, I believe.
Yeah.
Yash Bhattacharya, who just checked in, he misses the layup. So Coach Farid emptying his bench now. And there's Holmes down low finishing.
I believe there was a story of a yeshiva player drafted by the Portland Trailblazers years ago. So wonder if some of these guys will get a shot, maybe in the G League.
As Kobe Closale finishes the fast break. Under a minute to go here from Manhattan. No good from Reynoso. Trinity with numbers the other way. Weston Reardon just into the game. He's able to finish. The sophomore from Princeton.
Weston Reardon is a diner in New Jersey. I think I ate at.
And how about Amel Perovich?
Wow.
The last guy off the bench for Tamer Farid.
Is that his career, first career points? Possibly.
Could be. Trinity will slow it down. About 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock, and the score you see now is likely going to be the final score as they let the shot clock run out. The Trinity College Bantams, absolutely as advertised. They're going to pick up a 58-point victory here in Manhattan. As Reynoso gets it in, Kalashi throws it up, and that'll do it. 26 in a row for James Cosgrove's team. The defending national champions, showing why they did just that last year.
Well, Mike, you know, 97-39, the scoreboard said, but as we've been mentioning, ball players were playing today. And I think Baruch is definitely going to go in their locker room and kind of talk about when things don't go well, how you got to really rise above and get strong. You can't live in the past, and you know, you have to just move on and do what you do. And Baruch is really capable of making a statement in CUNY, which is right around the corner. And like we've been talking about, Coach Farid has to get people like Jack Gordon going, Peter DeVries, Coppin. Got to get these guys going in a very quick and in a rhythmic way. somebody's going to have to just keep instilling the ball movement to them, because you know what? They do have the makings to go on a long run here in CUNY, Mike. So I don't think you can say today, you don't want to use the word loser, because all these young men, student athletes, are winners. They're great students. They go out, make a statement in society, and that's been a mark of Baruch athletics. So we got to use the proper words. It was a loss, but it's going to be a learning experience, and Baruch, I guarantee you, is going to bounce back. And I'd love a rematch at some point, Mike, where we start from 0-0, and you never know.
Yeah, Trinity's got 3 seniors in their starting lineup, all their captains, Henry Vetter, Jarella Corrigo, and Drew Lazar. They're all seniors, so they'll be done next year. So we'll see how competitive they remain after this season. I'm sure they will. James Cosgrove seems to bring in a lot of strong players, including the 2 D1 transfers who came off the bench, believe it or not.
Well, Mike, to your point, I want to ask the young man, why would you give up the beaches of Pepperdine to come to the chill of Connecticut?
Man. It's beautiful. Malibu?
Yeah, I gotta ask him. I'm gonna go into the locker room, and
that's Paul Jordan.
Right. I need an explanation, because I'm trying to run to Miami, not walk, and it's only 62 degrees. What's the temperature at Pepperdine, Mike? I mean.
Yeah. And he's a Long Island native. He's very familiar with the cold weather here in New York.
Unless there's something really at Trinity for him, heck, I'm out there. But that's me.
So, again, a learning experience for the Bearcats here. They get doubled up and then some. But they'll just put this one in the rearview mirror with CUNYAC play coming up. They'll get Brooklyn College on the road on Wednesday. Alumni Day next Saturday against John Jay. That'll be a doubleheader in a rematch of the CUNYAC final last season. So that'll do it from the Arc Arena. He's Joe Stolzer. I'm Mike Higgins. We'll see you next time.
All right, have a safe day, Baruch Nation.